to the stunning city of Changzhou. And our continuing live coverage of the China Open, the last of the Super 1000 events on the HSBC BWF World Tour calendar for 2025. All the action's been happening right here at the Changzhou Olympic Sports Center. It is day 3 of the competition, so we're just getting through the round of 16 matches and looking forward to the quarterfinals that will start tomorrow. Some fantastic matches on show. That is the HSBC BWF World Tour Finals Trophy, today brought up by Mr. Yin Wenli, our volunteer representative. And that gorgeous trophy will be distributed at the end of the year World Tour Finals in Hangzhou. Well, as I said, plenty of great matches happening, and this is the order of play for Court 2 on day 3. Kicking off with the mixed doubles, Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran. Number 5 seeds taking on Guoxinhua and Chen, the home pair. That'll be followed by the men's singles, Chen, the number 6 seed taking on HS Pranoy, who's had a great run so far this week. Mixed doubles will follow that, Midorikawa and Saito. They went deep into the tournament at the Japan Open last week. The number 8 seeds taking on Kushajanto and with Jaja from Indonesia. Another Indonesian pair will follow that, Karnando and Maulana in the men's doubles, taking on Rankireddy and Shetty. And that'll be followed by the women's singles as we move through the day. Kane Yamaguchi facing off against Busanan Ombangrimfan. Following that, Hirokami and Hobara in the women's doubles will take on the finalists from the Japan Open, the Pearly Tan and Tina Muralidharan, the number 3 seeds. Lin Chunyi will then face off against Anders Andersen before we close out our coverage on Court 2 with Kim Won-ho and Seo Seung-jae, the new number 1 pair in the men's doubles division, taking on Hoki and Kobayashi from Japan. Let's take a look at the mixed doubles draw. This is section 2 of the draw, and as we get closer to the quarterfinals, as you can imagine, the big names are in there. The winner of this match we're about to watch will play Chen Tangji or Toei Wei or Gao and Wu. And still in this section of the draw, Kushajanto with Jaja, Midorikawa and Saito will be watching that match later on. And of course, who can forget Feng Yanzhe and Huang Dongping, the world number 1 pair. Well, an absolutely electric atmosphere here at the Olympic Sports Center Gymnasium, and the players just making their way out to courts 1 and 2. Well, here they come on to court 2. It's a second straight first match for Puavaranukroh, and that's because he's actually qualified in the men's doubles as well with Kitin Nunpong Kedren. And so he'll be playing a second match later on this afternoon. But this is going to be a tough one, as you can see from the head-to-head. Guoxinhua and Chen Fanghui leading 1-0 after pretty tight match at the Indonesia Masters earlier this year.
Side, serve, receive.
That's
serve.
Sydney Gallos taking the umpire duties for this first match. And he gets the coin toss underway. As you can see, plenty of fans once again, as has been the case all week, in fact, getting in early, queuing up outside, in fact. Ready to watch some of the biggest names in just some of the biggest games. Well, Dechapol Puavaranukroh, such an established player with his new partner. Well, not necessarily new. They have now, of course, won 5 titles. So at some point, we're going to have to say this is his established partner, Superstar Paewsampran. And talking of titles and finals, well, they're actually on course still for their 4th consecutive final. They were runners-up in Japan last week at the Indonesia Open. They won the Singapore Open. Those were the 3 consecutive finals that they've played in. And it is a very, very impressive feat at this level to be hitting finals consistently like that. 25-year-old Superstar Paewsampran stepped into the void left by Sapsiri Teiratnachai, who for many years played alongside Dechapol, and of course they rose to become the first ever Thai pair to become world #1 in mixed doubles. That was their tournament result to get here. Terry He and Jin Yu Zhao, 21-12, 21-11. Watched that yesterday. That was comprehensive stuff in just 25 minutes from Dechapol and Supisara. Now this is going to be a different situation for them. Chen Fanghui and Go Xinhua are a very accomplished pair indeed, or becoming a very accomplished pair, I should say. Obviously, Feng Yanzhe and Huang Dongping still have that #1 status, not just globally, but within the China ranks as well. There's 25-year-old Go Xinhua, Chen Fanghui's partner. Now, they were out in the first round last year, the world #9s, but they did pick up a 3rd place finish at the Singapore Open. They won the All England, of course, 2nd at the Indonesia Masters, and quarterfinalists in India right at the start of the year. Toft and Mylund, 56 minutes. That was their first tournament result. And as you can see, they dropped a game there. So it hasn't been perfect for them. They're going to look to try and right that stat right now. If they can pull off a win here against Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran, well, that will give them a huge boost in confidence. Sydney Gallos confirmed as our umpire in the big chair. And he's joined by Gaurav Khanna from India in the service judge position. And you can just hear the fans already getting behind the home pair. Now, while that's great for Chen Fanghui and Go Xinhua, it also adds a certain degree of pressure on them, as we saw yesterday with Zhang Xing and Zhang Qi, who were ousted in the first round. It can get a little bit dicey.
And on my left, Dechapol Puavaranukroh and Supisara Paewsampran, Thailand. Supisara Paewsampran serve to Go Xinhua, level, line.
So Supisara gets us underway, and it's a quick fire response from Chen Fanghui.
It's over. 1 love. Out.
And that's what I mean about pressure. Uncharacteristic short serve from Chen Fanghui to kick off proceedings. Well, they've got the skills, they've got the determination, but playing in front of a home crowd on the biggest stage, Super 1000, can be nerve-wracking, especially when you're the first pair out.
2, 1.
Straight onto the attack from Dechapol. Supisara combines well.
3, 1.
Oh, it was a wonderful touch by Supisara. She's really growing in confidence every single match that they play in. Yesterday, in that 25-minute win. She was instrumental, dominating the net. So far, she's got the better of Chen Fanghui. There's the power again. And that was well placed by Gosniak.
Service over. 2-4.
That's a high lift, and that's left well by Sudirman.
Service over.
It's not usually her position to be in, to be leaving things at the back line, but she found herself rotated and at the back. And dealt with the situation admirably. And it's another very wide shot by Chen Fanghui. One of the two China players on court, I have to say, Gosniak seems a little bit more calm and steady right now. Chen Fanghui definitely struggling a little. And in all fairness, she's really behind this 5-point lead that the Thai pair have engineered. And once again.
8-2.
Great serve by Sudirman. Straight onto the power for Dechapol. Wonderful touch by Sudirman. This is exactly what I was saying. She now is beginning to read these plays so quickly. Ready, aware. Finds just the right place to leave that shuttle. It's causing all sorts of problems for Chen Fanghui. Again, great touch from Paewsampran. Great play from the Thai pair. Dechapol comes in and seals the deal on that point. That was probably the most developed rally that we've seen so far, but again, it was just a question of when the Thais were going to score, as opposed to whether they would. So 11-2 after just 4 minutes, and this has been a blitzkrieg from Dechapol and Sudirman.
因为他就早举的拍子那边全是中国的手上，对吧？强网也是，有时候强这个明显我起来，你打反击，你不拉开来打反击，啊，回头也是，这就是抽平，德萨波就是出球抽平，你不松下来，整个人打完一个球自己跌跌撞撞的，绷得太紧了。哦，你这个人加上。看下底啊，
4-2. 4-2. 20 seconds.
Well, the home fans have been silenced momentarily because that is an astounding scoreline to kick off this first match on court 2. 11-2.
Play.
Now that is the first mistake that Sudirman has made this morning.
3-11.
That's more like it. Gosniak cleaning up from the back.
4-11.
Well, it was a difficult shot for Dechapol. And this is a lifeline for Guo Chen in this first game. That's high. Well scored. They've come back strong after the break.
6-11.
4-point run for Chen since the interval. Great touch from Supasara again. This time it's too flat.
7-11.
5-point run. Again, Supasara just seeing her opportunity, jumping in right
11.
there. Chen Fanghui had some issues with her movement there, but Sydney Gallos turns a blind eye. Well, that is their first point
12.
to break a 6-point run for Chen. Dechapon just so fast at covering that back line. That's very high, good rotation. That's miscommunication.
Service over. 9-12. Thank you. 9-12.
She tried something, didn't work out.
10-12.
And now it's game on once again. Fantastic run of points from Chen. 11-2 down at the interval. And now just 1 point back. And the fans are in full voice once again.
Service over. 13-11.
Well, it's anybody's guess now as to where this first game's going to go. Nice pressure by Supasara.
14-11.
Falling backwards. That's why he pushed that out. So 14-11, and the Thai pair have done well here to re-establish some sort of lead.
Thank you. 14. 11. Service over. 12, 14.
Oh, you can just see the frustration on Supisara's reaction. Wonderful cross-court from Chen Fan-Hui. Again,
13,
they draw to within 1
14.
point. Yet to have a lead in this first game. But the effort that they've put in so far has been fantastic. That's gone too long. They've tied it up at 14.
14. Oh.
Once again, 11-2 down at the break. 14 all. That's 13-3 in terms of scoring points since the interval. Absolutely incredible turn of fortunes.
14. Oh.
Very light at the net, and in the end it's Chen Fan-Hui that comes through and gives them their first lead at 15-14. You kind of had a sense that that was what's going to happen. So, 13-3 in terms of scoring since the interval. In favor of the pair in red. Good power.
Service over.
15 all.
15. Oh.
Well, maybe it was just a case of the Thai pair warming up a little bit faster than Guo and Chen. But we're certainly getting some great rallies now. Oh, full stretch for Guo Xinhua. That's an unbelievable rally. And in the end, it's the net that decides it.
15.
But just great movement, great accuracy from all four players during that rally. And as wonderful as that was to watch, look at that dive from Guo Xinhua.
Thank you.
It all comes down to 1 point, and that point has gone the way of Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran. 16-15.
$16, 15.
That's got to hurt. After such an established rally to net like that. It was probably the shot which was under the least amount of pressure as well. That's wonderful from Guo Xinhua. What a shot into the corner.
Service over. 16. All.
16 all. It's a battle royale on court 2. Just wide, just long, sorry. Oh, they've done enough for Chen to rattle Supasara, who really started well.
ก็บอกแล้วปัญหาเดิมที่ญี่ปุ่นทำอะไรอ่ะเขาบี้เองทำอะไรอ่ะมันต่อพ่วงล่ะ
Thank you. Lie. So it's over. 17-18.
Oh, that's great defense from Supasara. She did well. And Dechapon just in the area, but knew that that was going wide. 18 all.
Go.
Good touch from Supasara. Great shot there from Dechapon, but he can't follow it up. No, the shot that preceded that
19.
final netted shot was incredible. It was flat, low, just skimmed the top of the net.
Thank you.
And when he looked for the downward angle after that, that's when the point was lost. 19-18, and a glorious opportunity for Guo Chen to make a claim to this first game after being 11-2 down. Nice angle from Supasara.
It's over. 19 all.
Oh, that was very high. That was well picked up by Guo. Oh, this is a fabulous defense from the China pair, and they just let it go. If only Dechapon was on target there, because it really did look like Guo Chen was stretched. But
So
the
it's
China
over.
pair get
20.
their first game point.
19.
And after putting in such a fantastic run to get there, you'd have to say it's well deserved.
Thank you. Go. Just extra. Thank you.
Is it going to be extra points? Yes, is the answer to that question.
20.
On we go.
All.
Wonderful from Chen Changhui.
Service over. 21. 20.
So their second game point. Oh, that's a great touch in from Supasara. Oh, he's done it again. He sent it wide. 22-20. And the first game falls.
And Chen finds Wang. 我就给他打分，我这女的就是在前半场就是举个拍子，我没给他球，但等他不注意的时候，我在前快点摆两边，对吧？你老是给他连续打，球回就难受。
对他现在就有的时候球是很快，然后我再
你感觉你舒服，都是中半场，他举个拍子打你。
那你要不再快点，要不再慢点，因为那女的就
不，我就在这里，我就过你头，隔差不打，防卫可以防啊，防出机会打反击之后我们拿分，都是这种局面。
แต่เวลาเขาบี้เองบี้เขาทำอะไรเขาก็หลบเหมือนกัน มันขึ้นอยู่ว่าใครเริ่มใครก่อนใช่ไหมครับเองเริ่มก่อนเขาก็หลบก็เหมือนช่วงแรกพอเขาลงมาหาใส่เองก็หลบแล้วเกิดอะไรขึ้นก็หลบก็หนีอยู่ในถ้ำก็ยัดใส่ไหมให้มาเล่นเร็วเล่นเร็วเล่นเร็วเล่นเร็วเล่นเร็วเตรียมปุ๊บพอมันถอยปุ๊บหยุดลุกขึ้นแหละ ตอนนี้เรื่องบุกต้องเลือกบุกเลือกบุกยังไงบุกเป้าซ้ายขวาผู้หญิงต้องรับเข้าตัวแบ็คแฮนด์ต้องรับแบ็คแฮนด์เราให้มันรับเนี่ยซอกนี้ทำ
Court
ซอกนี้
20 seconds. Court 2, 20 seconds. Second game, level, line.
Well, after that explosive first game, back on court for game 2. Change of ends, of course, and now Supasara and Dechapon are going to be hitting into the drift. As we've seen it, that's really fantastic from Gozulwa and worthy of some applause from his coach. Have a look at this cross court. How about that? Straight past the Taipan and hits the corner. Well, there is a challenge coming, but I think this is very much in. Yes. I can see where the challenge originated from. Did look for a second with the unique flight of that shuttle. That maybe it could have gone long and wide. Well, that was spectacular from Gozulwa. Well, he's still been the engine of change in the China pair for sure. His backcourt attacks have been absolutely devastating at times. And as you can see, struggles a bit in the front.
2, 1. Line judge, wipe the court, please. Line judge. Thank you.
Again, Gozulwa is on fire today.
Service over. 2, 0.
Oh, Dechapol showing that he too has a great cross court, but it just hasn't been frequent enough. It's not a critical situation just yet.
Service over. 3-0.
Oh, what a tricky serve that was. Good serve from Chen Fanghui. Playing well, forcing the errors, reading the plays, very aware.
Service over. 4-5.
Good from Paewsampran. We haven't really seen her step up and take control for a good few points now. But she did on this occasion. And from the back court as well. Certainly not her usual position on court. But maybe they have to play a little bit more reactive now, because Chen Fanghui has found her form. She was certainly lacking that in the first game. For me, Guo Xinhua, currently the most valuable player on court, and certainly the one that's been firing. Six all. Nice touch from Dechapol. That should be finished off, and it is.
7-6.
And that's what it's all about. Dechapol saw that Guo Xinhua was off balance. He'd fallen, so he had to place it right. And that's what led to the fall. Well, it would have been really quite amazing if he'd been able to play that return off the turf, but didn't happen. 7-6. And it's just not as easy as it was in the first game when, let's face it, Guo and Chen were slowly warming up.
7-6.
But the Thai pair are going to have to find a new angle in. And realize, face the reality that each of these points they're going to have to fight tooth and nail for. Nice touch from Paewsampran. Our partner just couldn't deliver the goods.
7-0.
It's a great setup, that shot. At the very least, it would have given the Thai pair the attacking advantage.
Thank you.
Oh.
7-all, everything to play for as we slowly approach the mid-game interval in the second. Great placement from Gozinwa. Well, he's shown us that he's got an exceptional cross-court. Power smashes down the line. And now placement. Very difficult position off the hip for Paewsampran to try and return.
Thank you.
Good return from Dechpon.
8-0. Service over. 9-8.
So on the brink of the mid-game interval, and Guo and Chen are flying 11-8 at the break.
11-8.
发球第一，第二个就是王子这边主动引我，我就让这样就软一点。他就玩加拿大的，他怕一勾我们对角，我们自己想往后拉的时候老是来打。哎，打，啪，我再打，我就打你前后打手，打进攻说攻手，对吧？然后起来的时候我不用急着去兜那么，他跟他不全部压得很快，我就起来给他把重心往后打好反击，空当球。这小女孩她就是取了这拍子，下好这一拍，我再打边线，对吧？这个节奏把它调整好，到这个位置就
20 seconds.
เข้าใจเปล่าว่าเตรียมอันนี้ให้ดีก่อน
20 seconds. Eleven, 8. Line.
What a wonderful reaction from Chen Fanghui. Now, if you just look at if we get another look at it, just look at her body position when she takes this final shot. She's actually facing that A-board, hooking it off to the left of her. 12-8 up. This the biggest lead that Guo and Chen have had. They have been fighting so hard.
30.
And if you think about it, they only took the lead in the first game on the 15th point. Level pegged all the way in the second. And now 13-8 up. Combination of great coaching advice. Because if you remember, after the first interval, they put in a 13, well, essentially a 13-point run. I mean, it was broken up at times, so it wasn't complete, but it was 13-3 after the break in the first game. And now, following the break, they are again marauding forward. Good control from Guo Xinhua at the back. Wonderful play from Chen Fanghui, and she leaves that 14-9.
14-9.
Well, they've really stepped up, especially after these mid-game intervals. It was 11-8 at the break. Nice from Dechapon.
10-14.
由来自加拿大的梁汉对阵来自法国的朱敏波波。
Over. 15-10.
Emphatic into the corner, 16-10.
16-10.
Well, this is going to be the end of the road for Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran. Remember, looking for their 4th consecutive final in a row. But that dream slowly fading.
Service over.
They've picked up a point there, but there's still a lot of work to be done. And at the rate that Chen Fanghui and Go Xinhua have been scoring, you just get an idea of what a colossal task it's going to be
Service over. 17.
for them to win this second game, force a third, and then go on and win that to book their place in the quarterfinals. Oh, Go Xinhua has been so cool, so calm and collected. Even when they were 11-2 down.
Service over.
Chen Fanghui
12-17.
shares a smile with the home fans. Looking a lot more relaxed now. And so she should be. 5 points up in the second, 1 game in the bag. Good touch from Go Xinhua, who single-handedly gets that 18 point.
Service over. 18-12.
Well, they are firing on all cylinders now. 19-12.
19-12. Service over.
Well, that point run gets stopped, but this is dangerous territory for the Thai pair. Not only do they have to put in at least a 6-point run, they have to make sure they don't make any mistakes along the way. Because there would be nothing worse than having to score that 6-point run while you're facing match points. Good power from Dechapon. Supasara steps in. That's just wide.
14-9. 19.
Well, that's wonderful. And as that shuttle drifts wide in midcourt, it's 6 match points after 43 minutes for Guo Xinhua and Chen Fanghui. This for a spot in the quarterfinals. Just wide. No challenge coming.
Service over. 15.
I'm happy to play out the other 4 match points that they have. What a touch from Guo Xinhua. Now done it. 21-15 in the second, and it's no 4th consecutive final for Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran. Early leaders in the match, but ultimately the home pair progress. Great treat for the home fans.
Match won by Guo Xinhua and Chen Fanghui. 22-20, 21-15.
Sydney Gallos echoes the scoreline. Well, they were a little bit shaky at the start, but they turned it round fantastically well. And once again, it's Guo Xinhua for me, who was the real engine of change today. And it's his little touch in the end. It does just enough. So it's a quarterfinal up against Chen and To, or Gao and Wu. Could be an all-China quarterfinal. But for now, they can take great pride in their performance. And there's confirmation of it. 22-20, 21-15, 44 minutes. Guo Xinhua, Chen Fanghui through to the quarterfinals. Coming up next, it's the men's singles, and that is going to be a huge match. Chen taking on HS Pranoy. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to our continuing live coverage of the China Open 2025 here in Changzhou. Sunny days, as you can see. Very hot conditions actually outside. That doesn't seem to bother the fans. Here's the order of play on court 2. We've had fantastic win for Guo Xinhua and Chen Fanghui to kick it off. Up next is the men's singles. Chen, number 6 seed here, taking on HS Pranoy. Well, this is section 1 of the draw, and I can tell you now that that's top match. Couldn't have Vitasan versus Long Junhao is currently taking place on